Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danconia here and welcome back to the channel. So, I thought we would be due an update video, or a state of the channel video as I used to call them, because obviously we hit a pretty darn big milestone yesterday. Thank you very, very much for 1,000 subscribers. I did not think I'd be hitting that in the first week of the year, but here we are doing it. But I have a few things to go through in this video. Some relating to that, some not relating to that. So, first of all, what I wanted to say is, don't expect anything to change on the channel in the short term. So, in the process of YouTube now, I have applied for the partner program. And that means that YouTube need to review the channel to see if it meets their guidelines. I don't see why it wouldn't, but hey, this is YouTube and Google we're on about here. They sometimes will find a way. But that's going to take, apparently, quite a while. They say maybe up to a month, maybe more. I've seen some people rumouring that it could take months and months. We could be looking at the middle of the year before it's even done. So none of the perks on the channel will show up yet for reaching 1,000 subscribers, because they won't show up until I'm approved for the partner program. If I'm approved for the partner program. So what I'm talking about here is like the community tab and stuff like that. It's just not going to show up yet, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's now in YouTube's hands, and we will just keep plugging away like we always do. Nothing is going to change, and I will update you guys when I know the result of that. Hopefully in the near future, but who knows. Then we have got the schedule running into the rest of January. So obviously January is going to be a hectic time, because on the 8th of February the Overwatch League returns. In January we also have the seeding tournament for Overwatch contenders, and we have Open Division starting next week, which I may or may not cover. So there's going to be a lot to cover in January, which could mean possibly at some point multiple videos a day, just because I'd have to get it to fit in. So it could mean multiple videos a day. What I can guarantee will be happening is at least 23 Overwatch League videos, because there will be 20 videos regarding every single team. Because we've got to go through the entire league doing previews for each team. I've got to do a general preview to the league. I've got to do power rankings and another video to fit in as well. So during this month, perhaps a tiny little bit into next month, there will be at least 23 Overwatch League Roundup videos. The Overwatch League Roundup for 2022 will kick off proper soon. Proper soon. That is so English. It's gonna kick off properly very, very, very soon. We've had some bits and bobs transfer with Roundup videos, and that's kind of also what I wanted to merge into as well. It's got kind of messier on the channel in the past few months in terms of the Roundup, because there's esports Roundup, there's contenders talk, there's the transfer Roundup, which has just come along, and obviously the League Roundup, which is one of the oldest series on the channel now. So what I wanted to do, and this is what I've been doing for the past week or so, is I wanted to rebrand a lot of the series on the channel to make it much more clearer and much more decisive what the video is about, right? Because a lot of the branding is reused for different things. So the Overwatch Transfer Roundup for branding looks very similar to the Overwatch League Roundup branding. I don't want that. It doesn't look, different enough for me to say that people are not going to get confused. So, what I've put on the screen now are the 4 Roundup series that are going to be on the channel. Some will be more frequent than others. So we've got the rebranding for the League Roundup, which is something I wanted to do for a while. We've got the Contenders Roundup, which will be, obviously, for Overwatch Contenders. We have got the Transfer Roundup, which will be red. For obvious reasons, Contenders is going to be green and the League is going to be orange, because that's kind of like, that's Blizzard's branding for them. So I want to kind of keep it in keeping with their branding to the point where perhaps they don't get into trouble for it. Just saying. And then red will indicate the Transfer Roundup. And then we have blue, which will be the Esports Roundup, the Overwatch Esports Roundup. That will cover anything else regarding Overwatch Esports. So something that doesn't fit in the League, Contenders or Transfer Roundup brackets will go in there. So this is things like Open Division, Breakable Barriers, the Mayhem Winter Classic. Things like that will go in the blue Esports Roundup category. And all of the branding around that, including new intros, which have been made, and obviously these, which are the kind of like the logos for the series, they'll all be in keeping with the colour scheme. So then it kind of makes it a lot more uniform is kind of what I want to say here. It distinguishes between the series, because otherwise it all just kind of gets jumbled together and kind of gets a bit confusing. Obviously there will be things that aren't branded, like just general Overwatch videos and anything else that comes along. They won't have branding like this, but I wanted to make a distinguished branding for the general series. And I thought, why not do it for all the series when I wanted to rebrand the League Roundup anyway? Because I thought the League Roundup's branding was a bit outdated. And I thought I could bring it into 2020 with a new intro, a new logo and everything, which looks pretty... I think it looks clean. I asked on the Discord and I think most people seem to think it's pretty clean. So I am happy with this. Obviously any feedback you want to give me in the comments below, do let me know, because obviously I can iterate on this. I believe I've put the dark versions, the dark Overwatch logo versions on the video. There are light Overwatch logo versions as well, with a white Overwatch logo instead of a grey dark Overwatch logo. They will be interchanged when and as needed. So I also want to do a bit more as well in terms of updating the graphics, like the Twitter handle in the videos and stuff like that, but that hasn't been done yet, so I can't do that, so it's still the old one at the moment. But I wanted to go through that. So orange will be for the League Roundup, green will be for the Contenders Roundup, red will be for the Transfer Roundups, because the Transfer Roundup is now general and doesn't just cover the League, and then blue will be for the Esports Roundup. And I think it all looks pretty clean, and I think it's a nice way to introduce a new era of graphics on the channel, in keeping with like the milestone we've just reached and New Year as well. So I think that'll be pretty cool. So I want to kick off the League Roundup for 2020 proper in the coming week or so, and it should be really interesting because there's a ton of stuff to cover. The problem is with this year especially, I'm in a position where I don't think everyone has finalised their moves. Some have, some haven't. So what I'm going to have to say generally in those League Roundup videos is, hey, this information is subject to change, because they can make changes all the way into the season. So again, information that I do for, say, an earlier video that comes out, say, middle of January, they might have made transfers before the start of the league, and there's nothing I can do with that. I'm just working with outdated information, unfortunately. But that is where we're at for now, and hopefully the league, and they're terrible for this. They were terrible for this last season as well. I wish they'd announced everything by now. It's the start of the year. Like, I want to know the entire talent cast, and I want to know, you know, not the format, but like, well, yeah, the format of the broadcast and stuff like that. I'd love to know, because it's kind of hard to make content rounding it up if you don't know. We've got bits and bobs about the casting talent, with Brennan's Sideshow being casters now, and then Monte Cristo obviously and Puckett leaving. But we just don't know the entire. We haven't heard anything about Malik, as far as I know. Zoe, we haven't heard anything about these guys and girls. So I'd love some information. Hopefully it's coming very, very soon. But this was a very, very, very quick video to just let you know about some changes that are going on with a lot of the series on the channel, and also a massive, massive thank you for the massive, massive milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I am astonished. The past 4 months-ish have been bonkers for this channel, and as you can see, I struggle to get words out from time to time, so I better end this video pretty quickly. But massive thank you. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how we got here. I don't know why the Overwatch World Cup roundup and all that was so popular, but darn, I am so very, very grateful for it. And welcome to everyone who is new. If you are not already, follow me on Twitter, because I will update you on there. If there's an emergency, join the Discord, because I can get into contact with the people in the Discord very quickly, much quicker than I can on YouTube at the moment and stuff like that, until the community tab turns up. And that's about it. If you want to follow me on Twitch, then you can do that, but there isn't any live streams coming soon, I don't think, so stay tuned. They might come eventually, just not yet. not yet. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. See you then.